Hey, welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. I'm going to be a little quiet here because the sound of this topwater hit is pretty cool.
Oh my God.
Man, I love that. Uh, Topwater's definitely one of my favorite. I like topwater and I like worm fishing too, but topwater's probably the favorite. This was in China Lake. Caught this one on a Chapo 120.
Oh,
Came off just as I put it in the net. I figured out later after I lost four more of them that
heck yeah.
I had replaced my hooks with a short shank hook, and that's why they were popping off.
Yes, sir.
Same day on China, uh, also on the Chapo.
Down, 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 down.
You can see I was a little worried it was going to come off. Yeah, I switched my Chapo out though. I figured I'd figured it out by this point, so I switched to another one I had where I knew the hooks were good. Those other four I lost were probably bigger than the first one I caught. There we go. This is on Unity Pond. It was blazing hot out. I had been on the lake about 5 minutes. My first time fishing on Unity Pond. And I was back in this grass and lily pads.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I knew pretty quick this was a big one. He had me a little worried with his jumping, but when he came up the second time, I could see I had him hooked really good.
Oh, my God. That's a big one.
He was pulling drag out.
No, you ain't coming off there. Come on. Yeah.
You gotta talk to him a little bit.
Hell
This is
yeah.
a 4-pounder.
There we go. First bass in Unity Pond, baby. Look at that one.
You'll hear here and there my pump kicking in. I had a leaky drain plug, so my pump kicks on here and there. That was a good jump on that one. He wanted to go right under the boat and in the trolling motor. I got this one on a spinner bait. It was the deepest I ever seen one swallow a spinner bait too. I gave him a little dunk in the water, washed him off. He was bleeding a little bit, but I put him back in, and after a little bit of a slow start,
Yeah.
he swam off and he was all good. Here I saw a splash on the backside of the boat, so I ran over to the backside, made my cast, and there you go. You hear me set the hook, so I got it.
I got him. No, you're not doing this shit to me again.
I had got one of
It's good. Good, good.
I had gotten one and he took me right in the weeds and got off the hook. So I told this one he wasn't doing that. I almost fell on my face there. I had my water bottle under the middle seat there, and I didn't know it. I thought it was just going to lay flat, so I kind of tripped and almost fell on my face.
There we go. Another good one.
This is right back in the same spot. A lot of lily pads and grass back here, and I was pulling them out pretty much one right after the other in this. This one here got me all up in the lily pads. I pulled out a bunch of them with it, but I have a 20-pound braid on this, so I could horse them a little bit.
There we go. Another one out of the lily pads.
This was same day, end of the day, back in a little shallow cove. I was throwing Chapo again. There goes the pump, pumping the water out. But throwing that in the shallow, and a nice smallmouth hit it.
Sir. Nice one.
This was in the morning, different day, over on China Lake. Waiting for some friends to come fishing with me, and so I just did a little fishing while I was waiting on them, and I was hoping for a bass, but I got a hold of this pickerel. I don't really like them much, slimy, stinky, but they fight pretty good usually, so at least that's kind of fun. All right, this was over on Great Pond. It was a beautiful day when I got there, and as soon as I got the boat out on the lake, the weather turned. It was raining on me. Wind was blowing crazy. I was right over by this hazard area where a bunch of rocks, and I cast up in there with a spinnerbait, and this smallie just nailed it. You can see the waves were hitting the boat. It was a hard to keep my balance.
Yeah. There we go. Heck yeah.
That's a nice one though.
Look at that small mouth. Yeah.
And this same day, weather cleared up, beautiful sky. Fishing a Chapo back in this shallow grassy cove right along the shoreline. I caught one in this exact same place last year here. It was kind of funny. I mean, it was almost exactly the same spot. And you don't normally catch largemouth here, but both times I caught a nice largemouth in this same spot.
Yes.
The water's kind of dark back there. It's like there's roots all over the shoreline, and this largemouth was really dark. As you can see, his back is just black.
There we go.
That was a nice
Large
one.
mouth.
Well, if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe. Come back and watch some more. Tight lines.